What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the NBM channel. Yes, it's another episode on the Silver Surfer. So we've got so much going on with this project. You might have noticed the rear tail lights are missing, rear bumper's missing, front bumper's missing. But today we are going to talk interior modifications. So the interior mods are looking a bit chaos, specifically these two special boxes that have been delivered today. We'll unbox them later on in the video, so make sure you stay for them. But let's talk about the rest of the stuff. So one mod I'm very excited to fit is this Sparco Alcantara steering wheel with a Momo Boss hub adapter. We did actually pick this up a couple of episodes ago, but we couldn't show you until this episode. I can't wait to fit this because the standard E46 wheel is like a bus steering wheel. Shockingly big. Next up, huge shout out to Extrons for sending us this 8.8-inch QLED infotainment system. It is an E46 direct fits in the OEM location. It's got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, 128 gig of storage, 8 gig RAM. It's an absolute beast and it's going to look immense too. And another shout out to Inductive for giving us their OEM Plus E46 wireless car charger. This is replacement of the OEM cup holders. You do get two in the E46 and this replaces the one cup under the armrest so you can charge your phone wirelessly. And one thing I've always wanted for an E46 was a carbon door panel. This one has been supplied by Carbon Tech, who have given us 4 door panels to replace the OEM kind of heavy door panel with these carbon fiber sheets. These are less than a couple of 100 grams each, and that should save a load of weight on the car itself. It does utilize the OEM top panel, so you can use the original door handle. So it's going to be a bit of a mission to fit because you have to locate it all in the right position before you start drilling, but it's going to look absolutely sick. They've also provided us with these kick panels. Now this is a full carbon fiber kick panel with this anti-slip surface attached to it. This will help us on track, off track, road trips. I feel like we need to PPF it though, because that carbon fiber is amazing. And it's not just for the driver's kick panel, it's also for the passengers. So all you passenger princesses who are going to go out for a drive with us, you've got somewhere to rest your feet in carbon glory. We also have some Alcantara inserts going into the door strips and the dash panel, so it's going to look really cool. The OEM interior is this kind of fabric stroke suede, and I want to go with that theme. I don't really want to change it out too much. And we are going to stick some aluminium pedals. I can't remember the last time I fitted a set of aftermarket brake, clutch and accelerated pedals to a car, and I think these look absolutely cool. There is a lot going on with this car on the exterior side of things. We are going to save that for another episode, but check out these tail lights. Now for the most exciting part, let's unbox these bad boys. Yeah, that's right, some OEM CSL style buckets. Big shout out to Cobra Seats who have made us these Munichs in the Alcantara and the OEM BMW fabric. So it's going to match perfectly with the rear seat and the rear bench setup. And this is the kind of vibe we're going for, a kind of club sport, OEM plus kind of theme. So yeah, can't wait to fit them. Also, the wheels for the Silver Surfer are finally here, the NV Forged TR10s, but you will have to hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell on, because we're going to cover this in a later vlog. Now take a look at that absolutely gorgeous carbon fiber sheet with these Allen bolt heads with gold washers. We are going for a bit of a gold and silver theme with this build, with this Alcantara insert and gold stitching. I love the fact it utilizes the OEM top half, so you can utilize the door pull. But the pièce de resistance has to be these Cobra Munich seats. Just take a look at them. Oh, it's just the perfect seat for an E46. It's got Alcantara in the right places. It's so supportive and it fits my frame perfectly with beautiful adjustment. I think these are more comfortable than any other seat I've sat in, especially buckets. Track time soon. So the infamous E46 leather-clad bus steering wheel is now off the car. Obviously this had volume controls for the hi-fi unit, you had speech control, you had cruise control. We can't use cruise control with this setup on the engine at the moment, but something we can look at later on. We can actually reprogram the original steering wheels to run like a secondary map or even rolling anti-lag, etc. But we're going to try and utilize the new steering wheel buttons for that. But for now, we'll just make it a horn, a simple horn. And there we have it. Look at that for a steering wheel. The perfect size for the binnacle. It doesn't obstruct anything. It's a good deal distance as well. I might put a snap-off boss on there when we do utilize these buttons via the can. But until then, Alcantara goodness. So there's still quite a few things we need to get through. The head unit needs replacing, the wireless charger needs fitting, the pedals need fitting, the carbon kick panels. It's going to be a long day, mate. So while the pedals are being drilled and fitted, we're going to mount up a genuine BMW fire extinguisher. You can never be too safe, and with the SWM bracket powder coated in gold too, it's going to sit perfectly on the passenger seat front bolt hole location, so it's not going to rock around, it's not going to kick about. But while that's being fitted, we've got to take the radio out. Now the original radio on this was actually aftermarket, but the wiring behind it was an absolute mess. It's got front and rear, GPS, all of this kind of stuff, and we're going to rip it all out and replace it for the Extrons. So normally the head units are screwed in, but for some reason on this one the screws are not there, hence why it was rattling. It looks like an Eon-on head unit. It wasn't the best. I mean, it didn't sound very good, and it didn't really pick up any radio stations. And there's no Android Auto or CarPlay like the Extrons unit, so can't wait to fit that. There's so many wires on this, look at that. You've got an antenna that side, an antenna this side. Something's stuck behind there. There we are. Crazy, all these antennas, and I never picked up a radio signal. So this system looks like it's got a CAN bus decoder. So that must mean the original steering wheel controls would have worked with the volume and stuff. Oh, it's like spaghetti junction, mate. So many wires. How about I grab the camera and you fit this? You thought there was loads of wires coming out. Look how many wires are going back in. What? And everyone knows wiring's my favourite, right? Right, that goes into there. Quite obvious. Or was it that one? No, it was definitely that one. Where does this go? This says push to open. Ooh, SIM card for internet. So I'm guessing this goes in here. Don't know what that's for. LF16P. So there's a million wires that we've got to figure out where it goes to, because the instruction manual isn't too clear. Well, it is, but it's just, I can't be asked to read it. So yeah, cut now and bring it back in when it's done. Right, it's all in. Looks pretty good. It looks OEM plus, very modern. I think this whole project has turned into a resto mod. Let's turn the ignition on. Oh, that's pretty cool. Straight away, we've got radio. I just realised we've got no front speakers. We're going to have to relocate the front speakers to the kick panels, I think. The rear speakers are working because that's in the trunk on this. A really good system. It's got Google Maps. It's got a slot for an SD card. It's even got a SIM card adapter. Did I show that before? So you can connect wirelessly. But yeah, very smooth. Way quicker than even some factory units. And the beauty is it's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it's all CAN based as well. So it will tell you stuff about the car, hopefully. Let's try and find it. Oh, there it is. Car info, car type, yeah, vehicle setup. So it's got all the temperature, speed, time. We can even link this in, because it has Android capabilities, we can add an app so that we can monitor all the readings from the ECU, which is really cool. So yeah, I think we're almost done. A few trim bits need to go back in, and we'll pull it out and I'll take a good look on the inside of what we've created. I think we should have done all of this kind of interior fitting before we put the seats in. We should have put the seats in last, but I just got so excited I had to put them in and sit in them. So the instructions look pretty straightforward, very inclusive. Tells you a step-by-step guide on how to fit this, and it wires up to the cigarette lighter, so it'll work on the key, ignition, etc. And it does fit right here, where you have a little coin holder. I'll call it the bolt holder with this build currently, and this slidey thing that gets jammed now and again. So I'll be happy to see that go. And yeah, it'll be a nice place for the phone to sit away from the driver's view for UK law. And I'm sure it's law around the world now. You're not allowed to use your phone while driving. But we've got Apple CarPlay integrated into the Extrons unit, which allows us to control all the phone functions that we need, like sat-nav, phones, calls, even messages pop up on there too. So pretty cool. And I think this is turning into a bit of a resto mod. I'm stretching over, trying to avoid any sort of creasing or damaging to these Munich seats. But yeah, there's two screws under the gaiter. I mean, there was a gaiter, but we've got this beautiful Cooler Works short shifter, proper engagement to that 6-speed manual. I'm so tempted to do a DCT swap on this car, but because I want to save the manuals, I might leave this on for a bit. But yeah, this trim's got to come out now. Unplug it and transfer it over the switches as well to the new surround. So I don't know if you caught that on camera, mate, but I pulled this too hard and my coins slash bolt holder compartment exploded. But I found some money. Every penny helps. So it's a pretty straightforward install. It lines up beautifully, and look at the paint match. It matches the original perfectly. Clip it into position. Whoa. You know when someone makes something so well, hats off to Inductive. So earth to earth, and then that goes to the original cigarette lighter, and then the positive, the stiff one. And there we have it, all wired up. Moment of truth, let's see if it works. Beautiful, wireless fast charging in an E46 from 2002. Absolutely amazing. Coupled with that Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, I think this is the perfect interior. So that is the interior now complete on the Silver Surfer. Almost £10,000 worth of upgrades, and we've still got more to do to the exterior. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and if you haven't already, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss a single episode on this beast. Catch you in the next one.
Don't matter if you cars for the road or tracks. Mexico on the lanes or Dunnington doing up laps. Car man, I got maps doing up maps. Maximum power, cars get gapped. They got tuners, we got tuners, but their tuners are load up. Man got the map, what kind of map? Best boat map, fastest lap. Zoom in past, don't watch how big mad map. 3 maps, take a passenger seat, watch a man collapse. Foot to the floor, rev to the max. See him come through like axe. All you see is flames, all you hear is bullets and bats. He's doing it well, he's doing it right, and they can't do it like man. NV Motorsport, it's in the game. Gang.